Whew. It's been a long time since I've done that type of B-roll sequence. What's up guys, it's me again, welcome back to another video. Today, we're gonna take a look at something really cool. This is called the Marshall Uxbridge Voice. And at $200, it's meant to be a fairly affordable, compact, yet versatile streaming speaker because it's got some of the latest streaming technologies built right in. Now I want to start things off by saying that this is probably one of the coolest looking streaming speakers I've seen. It's got that classic Marshall salt and pepper grille, that black and gold design, brass rockers on top with volume, bass and treble controls. There's also a button for pausing and playing your music, a button for muting the microphone so that Big Brother doesn't hear you, and a button at the back for putting the speaker into Bluetooth pairing mode. It's very simple to set up too, just one power cord at the back. It's also voice activated like the Google Home speaker, Amazon Echo, and Sonos One. In fact, there are two different versions of this you can buy. There's a Google Home version with Google Assistant as its main voice assistant, and there's an Amazon Alexa version. The one I've got here is the Google Home version, so I can do things like setting up the speaker using the Google Home app, integrating the speaker into my Google Home ecosystem, as well as do multi-room streaming with similar Google Home activated speakers using Chromecast. And this being a Google Assistant speaker with a built-in microphone, you can simply say the magic Google wake word, which cannot be uttered here because it will simply wake everybody's devices up and tell Google Assistant what to do through this speaker. Apart from that, it also supports AirPlay too, so people who use iOS devices rejoice, and it also supports Bluetooth as well, though not the latest version of Bluetooth. Instead of Bluetooth 5, it uses Bluetooth 4.2, and as for audio codecs, it supports SBC and AAC. So we're gonna do a series of tests using this speaker. First, we're gonna do a sound quality test, and then we're gonna find out if there's gonna be any audio to video syncing delay when watching videos and playing video games on both Apple and Android devices. So this is gonna be fun. First, the sound quality test. So I'm gonna play a series of songs, and at the very end, we'll talk about its sound quality. See you on the other side. This speaker has a woofer and tweeter driver driven by a 30-watt Class D amplifier. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how this performs in terms of bass performance and mid-range voice clarity. The first song that I'm gonna play is a vocals track, followed by a few other instrumental tracks.
At me, I don't know what happened. Guess we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems. I thought we could fix them, but we got tired. There's nothing left to do but to say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you. Only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me were so messed up together. Like fireworks, thought nothing could break us, but oh how we got burned. Look at us now, we scream, we fight, and no one knows the reason. We're both getting out of line. Now say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on.
So the Uxbridge Voice did pretty well in terms of clarity and detail in the mid and upper frequency range. It is also quite loud, it was pretty room feeling. In terms of bass performance, it has an upper bass range that was pretty tight, very impactful. So if you listen to a lot of percussions music like Pink Mirrors, which I played before, you'll notice that the speaker is quite enjoyable to listen to. It gets you moving with the groove. Music in general also sounds like it's got a lot of body and gravitas in it. So no matter what kind of music you play, it's never gonna sound thin or anemic, and that's very important. But if you're looking for something with a lot more rumble, a lot more extension in the bass range, this is not it. It will not give you that. You can dial up the bass by pressing on the bass volume rocker to increase the bass, but it has a limited effect. And even at maximum bass loudness, is never gonna give you the same kind of bass extension as a speaker with either a bigger woofer or a pair of bass radiators. But this may not necessarily be a bad thing, especially if you're looking for a speaker that can deliver high levels of clarity in the mid and upper frequency range. Because compact speakers that can deliver that kind of bass extension and loudness, boominess even, generally don't do very well in terms of mid-range clarity, which this speaker pretty much excels in. But if you absolutely need to get more bass out of these speakers, there is a way, and this is something that will work for other speakers too, so you can try for yourself. Put the speaker in the corner of your living room or room, and make sure that it's like facing diagonally away from the corner. This way, the speaker can make use of the walls beside it or behind it or whatever to project the bass forward. So it adds a little more resonance to the bass, and it gives the speaker a lot more bass extension than what it is capable of on its own. Now let's move on to the audio to video latency test. First, we're gonna see if there's gonna be any audio to video lag when playing videos both on an Apple device and an Android device. As usual, the Apple device that I'm gonna use is the iPhone SE. For Android, I'll be using the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Retails for $350, which is the same regular price as the Sony WH-1000XM3, which I consider to be the best ANC headphones right now. But if there's one reason why some people might choose to go for these instead of the Sonys, is because the XM3s are often criticized for its phone call quality. Retails for $350, which is the same regular price as the Sony WH-1000XM3, which I consider to be the best ANC headphones right now. But if there's one reason why some people might choose to go for these instead of the Sonys, is because the XM3s are often criticized for its phone call quality. So when you're playing videos in the YouTube app over Bluetooth on both Apple and Android devices, the audio to video syncing maybe is a little off, as in there's a little bit of an audio to video lag. Maybe there is a little more lag on Android compared to an Apple device, but overall, it doesn't really ruin the video watching experience. But what's really interesting is that if you play the same YouTube audio over AirPlay, there is no noticeable lag at all. Just to give you an example, this is what it looks like. Retails for $350, which is the same regular price as the Sony WH-1000XM3, which I consider to be the best ANC headphones right now. But if there's one reason why some people might choose to go for these instead of the Sonys, is because the XM3s are often criticized for its phone call quality. Now we're gonna see what the audio to video lag is like when gaming on the same Apple and Android devices as before. As a benchmark, I'm gonna show you what gaming is like on the iPhone without using Bluetooth. So this is audio straight from the iPhone speaker. So there is still a little bit of an audio to video lag, and as before, there is a slightly more lag on Android compared to the Apple device. And this is because of the way Apple integrates Bluetooth into their smartphones. It's done so seamlessly that audio to video lag when using Bluetooth is minimized to a very large degree. So I think the Marshall Uxbridge Voice is a very good speaker for its price. It sounds good, it's got a great range of wireless streaming options, a Chromecast, AirPlay 2, Bluetooth, and you can integrate this into your Google Home network. So if you already have some Google Home speakers around, you can integrate this and make this part of your multi-room music streaming network. And it's a really well-built, solid, good-looking speaker that's also very easy to use. So if you're looking for anything like $200 and below, it's very easy for me to recommend this speaker. But, of course, there are some things that I wish I would see in a future version of the Marshall Uxbridge Voice. Number one, I hope that the next version will have a 3.5mm audio input jack. Now, this is not super critical when it comes to wireless streaming speakers because there are already so many ways you can connect your device to the speaker, right? But while wireless streaming is the main way that you're gonna connect to the Uxbridge Voice, some people might wanna, have the option to hardwire the speaker directly to their, say, desktop computer or laptop, to use this as a permanent desktop computer speaker. Other people might want to connect this to their guitar amp, and use it as a speaker when playing music. So this could be some of the ways you could use a 3.5mm jack on a speaker like this, but this doesn't have it. So I hope that the next version of the Uxbridge Pro will have a 3.5mm aux input. Number 2, cross-compatibility with the Marshall Voice app, which is supposed to be like the official app for the Uxbridge Voice, but I think is only compatible with the Amazon Alexa version of the Uxbridge Voice, not the Google Home version. So when I tried to set this speaker up with the app, it just wouldn't work no matter what I did. I mean, I followed every single instruction inside the app and, never once has the app recognized the speaker. I swear that I would have jumped through flaming hoops to get this to work, but it didn't. So I hope that in future, maybe a software update might resolve this because the app is a very nice app. It's got a nice interface, much nicer than the Google Home app for sure. And it's part of the Marshall experience for me. So it's kind of sad that this only works with the Google Home app, not the Marshall Voice. So I hope that either a software update resolves this or that a future version of the Uxbridge Voice will support both the Google Home app and the Marshall Voice app, and you can set the speaker up using either one of these apps. Nonetheless, if you're looking for a wireless streaming speaker and you want a speaker that looks nicer than both the Amazon Echo and the Google Home speaker, then the $200 Marshall Uxbridge Voice is very easy for me to recommend. And that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please show that you like this video by punching that like button with a vengeance 2020 style and sharing this video with your friends and family. Also, if you want to see more content from this channel in future, more reviews and comparisons videos, please subscribe and ring the notifications bell because this is the only way YouTube will notify you of new content from this channel. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again, bros and sisters. Dos vidania. If you're a humble person like me, this shirt is a great way to show your friends how humble you really are. And whenever you look in the mirror, to admire yourself of course, it will also help to remind you to always be humble. So guys, this is a pretty fun shirt to wear. You can check it out in the link below. It's available in t-shirt, tank top and hoodie. Your purchase helps keep this channel going and I appreciate your support, bros.